Hey guys, it's Generalkidd here. How's everyone doing today? So, for today's video, we are back with another comparison, and more specifically, a weapon comparison. And even more specifically, we'll be comparing to see which Halo game has the best Spartan Laser. So, the Spartan Laser is a pretty cool weapon, first introduced in Halo 3. So, obviously, we'll be starting with Halo 3 for our comparison today, because Halo 1 and 2 did not have the Spartan Laser. But yeah, so the Spartan Laser is a very interesting weapon. It's, contrary to popular belief, it does not fire a single continuous beam out when you shoot it. It actually fires multiple smaller beams or shorter beams, and each beam does a certain amount of damage and has certain properties, which we'll compare later. But yeah, it's almost like a rapid fire laser weapon, technically speaking. I think lore-wise, maybe it's supposed to be like a continuous beam for a few seconds. But as far as gameplay goes, much like other weapons like the Sentinel Beam, which we'll also compare eventually in the near future. I know some of you have been asking for that. But much like that weapon, it's like rapid fire, smaller beams. But it's a very powerful weapon, and it's pretty much, it can destroy almost any vehicle in almost one shot. And definitely it's one hit kill against an enemy in a lot of cases. But anyways, let's see which one has the best, starting with Halo 3. So in Halo 3, each laser that it fires out has a max range of 120 world units, a velocity of 4,000 world units a second. It's technically not the speed of light. It does no impact damage in Halo 3, and it has 20 points of detonation damage. And it fires 5 shots each time after it's charged. So overall, it would do 100 points of damage, assuming all shots hit. And each shot reduces the charge by 0.2, and it does 80 points of melee damage, which technically is depends on the Spartan, but we'll need that statistic for later. So anyways, after Halo 3, there is ODST, but we'll be skipping ODST because the ODST laser is exactly the same as Halo 3's Spartan Laser, and it's graphically identical as well. So we'll be going right to Halo Reach, which features quite a few changes to the Spartan Laser. Visually speaking, it's different, but even the specs are different too. So, it still has the same max range and velocity. However, its impact damage is now 100 instead of 0 in Halo 3. And its detonation damage is now 40. So, its impact damage is a lot, and it's double the detonation damage. So, in total, each shot would do 140 points of damage times 5. Assuming every shot lands, that would do a total damage of 700 points, which is pretty deadly. But it does decay faster in Halo Reach, so you can fire less shots. But the melee damage is slightly reduced as well at 79, reduced by 1 point. So, not bad. It's improvement over Halo 3, but a few downgrades here and there as well. So, the last game we'll be comparing for this, and we can't compare Halo 5 because, there's no mod tools to get the stats. So Halo 4 will be the last one to compare. Halo 4 Spartan Laser, it rarely shows up in campaign, actually only on one mission. And it has a few visual changes to it, but the stats, well, as you can see, the stats are all the exact same as Halo Reach. Its range, velocity, all of its damages, how many shots it fires, the decay per shot, how quickly it drains. They're all the exact same as Halo Reach. So, that's why we're comparing melee damage, which is really up to the Spartans. But in this case, if you were to melee the Spartan Laser, it would do 70 points of damage. So, with that in mind, which Halo game has the best? Well, technically, based on the Spartan Laser alone, Halo Reach and Halo 4 will be tied for best Spartan Laser, with Halo 3 as the weakest of all 3 games. Weakest as far as damage goes. But, we need to have a winner, so that's why I threw in the melee damage. So, that is why I'm going to have to give the best Spartan Laser to Halo Reach. It does the most amount of damage, well, same as Halo 4, but if you consider the melee damage, if you were to whack an enemy with it, it would do 9 points more melee damage than Halo 4. But it is 1 point less melee damage than Halo 3 for some reason, but close enough. Anyways, so Halo Reach compared to Halo 3 in this case, though, while it has a little bit less melee damage than Halo 3, it does, a huge amount more damage than Halo 3, because it has both detonation and impact damage that are much higher than Halo 3's. The only advantage that Halo 3 Spartan Laser has over Halo Reach's is that each shot you fire, it does not drain as much battery as Halo Reach's does. So overall, you'll get more shots out of the Halo 3 Spartan Laser than you would with the Halo Reach Spartan Laser. But that's not enough of an advantage in Halo 3 to put it on top of Halo Reach's. Now, I'm actually quite surprised too. Going into this, I actually thought the Halo 3 would have the best Spartan Laser. But as it turns out, considering melee damage, Halo Reach would be the best. But like I said, melee damage depends entirely on the Spartans. If you saw my video about which Halo game has the strongest Spartans. But just based on the weapon itself, it is a tie between Halo Reach and 4. So that's also important to consider as well, depending on how you want to compare the stats and how you want to declare a winner. But just because I want to have a winner in the end, I'm just going to give it to Halo Reach in that case. But yeah, so hopefully you guys did find this video to be interesting, and if you did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like as always. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Anything else you want me to check out or compare next, just let me know in the comments, and I'll definitely do my best to get to it pretty soon, whenever I can. But other than that, if you haven't already, do make sure to subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye guys.